What's up, y'all? Happy Monday. Man, it's already Monday. It's already Monday. I love that song. I could just do the WAP. That's how you know I'm old and do the WAP. What's up? It's Monday already. I did nothing this weekend. I'm still like recuperating from having to clean up my son's apartment from the flood. So Saturday, I cleaned my house, even though I didn't want to look at another mop. Did that, did laundry. Like, those days are always so busy for me. And I just, like, vegged out. And then Sunday, I went to the gym. And my husband cooked. And, yeah, we chilled. He went to one of his friends' little parties. He was out bending corners, baby. Not me. I was in the house, me and my dog, chilling. That's what we do best, watching movies and just relaxing. It was so nice just not to have nothing to do. But yeah, that's really all I did. It was really slow motion for me this weekend. I just chilled like you should, because life will be busy again. So I love some boring days. Other than that, nothing too exciting or nothing like that went on, y'all. Just a nice, quiet weekend. You know, everybody got their last little few pops of fireworks off that they could muster out. You know, it's July 7th, 777, 7th day, 7th month. And I forget what it's somebody else. I seen that somewhere. What did they say? 7th month, 7th day. I don't know. It was something else that was a 7. I don't know, but it sounded good. Other than that, that's it. Nothing exciting at all happened to me this weekend. Just the usual. But let's go ahead and get into this news. Nearly 3 years after the Senate photographer for Helena, oh my gosh, Hutchinson was unalived by Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin's finally going to trial. He's probably not going to get found guilty, but he's finally going. At least one unalived record shattered as the heat wave continues throughout the U.S. It's actually been kind of chilly before us where I live. Like, it's only been like 80s and stuff. Entering a crucial campaign week, President Biden tells Philadelphia church, we just have to work together. Well, Senator Bernie Sanders says voters should focus on President Biden's policy, not his age. Bernie, you know, we're trying. We're really trying. Crossing guard Esther Bishop has been directing traffic in Brooklyn with rhythm and style for over a decade. Get it, Esther? I know she'd be probably out there kicking it. You gotta really love your job if you're a crossing guard. I was gonna see if she was gonna dance. Yeah, she got a little dance. Yep, there she go. Get it, Esther. Esther's got. Let's hear it. I gotta hear Esther.
For 15 years, Star has been a member of the NYPD Crossing Guards. Her goal is to make every driver see her, but she's really transformed this street into a stage, and it's infectious.
For the children to know that it's okay to dance, to be joyous, to be happy, to express yourself.
So what kind of professional dancing experience do you have?
I have none. I just dance.
In a world that rushes by in a blur, Star's dance is a reminder to slow down and savor the moments that make life sweet.
I like the smiles on the faces. I like the hugs.
This is what makes a community blossom. An example of how a little dance and a little laughter can brighten the dreariest of days.
What's my goal every day? To do this right here. Meet people, meeting you, seeing your face again, uplifting people. That's my goal. What other goal can you have better?
For a crossing guard named Star, it's fitting she makes this corner of the city shine bright.
You love that. I had a crossing guard as a kid, and that was just so nice. He was a cool guy. You gotta really love your job to be a crossing guard. And Esther, why has nobody ever put her in a movie? All the movies they done shot in New York, and ain't nobody thought, this lady's so unique. She needs to be in a movie. Wrestler turned actor John Cena announced his retirement from fake wrestling. I'm sorry, guys. The stuff is fake. I mean, they little stunts, they get hurt, but I mean, the stuff is fake. But whatever. He retired. Smoke jumpers, an elite group of firefighters that operate where roads don't exist, parachute directly into the flames, miles from civilization. That ain't a job I would want, but they doing it. Let's see what else. And then usually high turnout of voters spell the end of the French far right's dream as they took their power back. So the left ended up winning in France. Street medics treat heat and illnesses among homeless people as temperatures rise. The man accused of unaliving 3 people when he allegedly drove drunk into a crowd on the Lower East Side on July 4th was arraigned on a host of charges. Texas officials are urging coastal residents to brace for looming hit by Beryl as a tropical storm is expected to regain hurricane strength in the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. Russia and Ukraine are still going at it. Boeing's reputation has been marred by crashes and other incidents. Can it recover? I hope so, because I gotta get on one soon. I pray they do. Second gentleman Doug Emhoff has tested positive for COVID, his office said on Sunday. I always forget we got a second gentleman. Him and Kamala are so quiet. Like, you almost forget they exist most of the time, honestly. SpongeBob SquarePants has appeared in video games. 3 features for the voice actors of Slow shows a gentle, silly reminder of the value of friendship. I haven't watched SpongeBob in forever. It really was not my thing, you know. The Krabby Patties look disgusting. All them little squids and all that. Nothing. I didn't like it. Sorry. An outspoken Iranian lawyer who has publicly criticized how the government handled the 2022 protests over Mahsa Amini has been arrested. I was watching this show on Apple TV called Echo 3. That's what I watched all weekend. It was pretty good. The ending sucked, but that's what I spent most of my weekend binge watching that show. If I can find, when I find me a good show to binge watch, I'm there. I'm locked in. Kamala Harris is ready to step in as Democratic nominee if President Biden were to withdraw. Biden said he ain't going nowhere, though. He said he's staying in. 4 volunteers have emerged from NASA's simulated Mars environment after more than a year spent on a mission that never actually departed Earth. These people, do they get mental evaluations for just sitting out there like that? 4 people are still recovering after being attacked by a shark on the 4th of July near a beach in South Padre. I still can't believe y'all got in that dark water. Minnesota Vikings rookie Kyrie Jackson passes away in a Maryland car crash. Yeah, he was hit by a drunk driver, which is so sad. He was only 24. I think we might be caught up, y'all. The news is starting to repeat itself. Let's see what I liked on here. I know I'm gonna get some copyrights because I like some music on here, but I'm like, you know what? I like it. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Margaret Robbie, that's her name. She's preggers. Barbie is preggers. At first I thought that was, what's his name? That one dude, but it ain't, thank goodness. But yeah, she's pregnant by her husband, Tom Ackerley. Bradley Cooper. He looks a lot like Bradley Cooper. She got her baby bump out. She letting y'all know she's pregnant. I don't think I'll ever get over how this sounds. Oh yeah, this is what I loved. El DeBarge, which I love El DeBarge and his story of like how he grew up, how horrible his childhood is, and just to create such a beautiful voice, all of them. And I'm just so glad that he was able to overcome his drug use, and he still got his voice. A lot of people go through drug use and all that stuff and they lose their voice, but Elderbar still sounds velvety. So let's take a listen.
See, I had some problems, and no one could seem to solve them. But you found the answer. You told me to take this chance and learn the ways of love, my baby, and all that it has to offer. In time you will see that love won't let you down. You said that you love me, said hurt only came to pass me. It sounded so convincing that I gave it half a chance and learned the ways of love, my baby. There is so much love inside me, and all that I have, I give my all to you, baby. All my love, baby, and all this love is waiting for you. And baby, all my love is waiting for you.
How beautiful is that? I was trying not to sing because I love that song. All this love is waiting for you, my baby, my darling. Man, that man still sound good and play good. That boy good. That boy good. Let's see. Oh, this is if Adam and Eve, a little remake here, cracks me up.
Hey beloveds, I'm sick of y'all attacking me, so I brought the priest of my garden. Adam, say hi.
You live?
Yeah.
Hey y'all, my children.
Oh man, how long were you asleep when Eve came out of your rib?
I think I was asleep about 3 hours because we didn't need a lot of rest at the time. So I woke up, I did like some tree ups. I'm usually able to do 10, but I did 3 because one of my ribs was missing. So.
Hey. All right. Why are you still with her?
I think the only other option that I had were animals, and we not doing that. We not doing that. That's not.
He a little nervous. We gonna work on his answers.
How was y'all's first time? How was it?
You know, it felt like ministry.
Yeah.
Super explosive. I knew it was God's doing. We was in his will.
Yeah, I did have her trembling, like I had her shaking, yeah.
I was malfunctioning for sure.
So she was your rib and your backbone. Yo, like that's disrespect. Like I knew I should have came on this live. Like that's why I don't.
I felt like it was a good idea, beloved.
You also thought it would be a good idea to listen to a snake. Like,
Okay. Wow, but he said surely. He said, you know what? Y'all trying to sow discord and how you turn this, Adam?
The stuff people come up on the internet.
Been able to stop climaxing and coming for like 72 hours straight. She's walking, coming nonstop. She needs to be examined. And what they find is, ready for it? Maggots. Tons of maggots crawling around in there, hitting her G-spot. They didn't have any lubricant, so they used mayonnaise.
And of course, a smoke detector makes an appearance. That is crazy. I did not think because I've seen people have those disorders before, but never due to maggots because you use mayonnaise. I would not want anybody to call into my show and say that, but that's just crazy. That's why, I mean, shout out to doctors, y'all, because I couldn't do it. I'd be like, I quit that day. I quit that day. Let's get into TMZ. Cara Delevingne, glad she was sober for house fire, would still be reeling. Cool. Billie Eilish looking happier than ever, holds fireworks in a bikini. Corn star Jesse James' official cause of unalignment revealed. Congressman Adam Schiff, Biden should wipe the floor with Trump. Age is preventing him. Steve Carell turns moviegoers into minions. Oh, this did come out this weekend. I would have went to see Despicable Me. I love me some Despicable Me. Tennis star Madison Keys' fiance not ready for close-up. Caught picking nose at Wimbledon. I'm sure he do it at home too. That's her man. She gonna stick beside him. Drake pro-Drake crowd at white party. No Kendrick songs. Sam Worthington remembers John Landau, makes reference to Avatar. Nicki Minaj cancels Romania show. Protests cause safety concerns. Oh my gosh. Travis and Taylor disgust me at this point. Like, Travis. Teresa Giudice, check out my body of work, or maybe it's someone else's body. Neverland Ranch in path of massive SoCal wildfire. Probably social too, for real. Justin Bieber, spreading the love and song, performs at a billionaire wedding celebration. You know you got some money when you could just call in whoever you want. The slutty vegans Pinky Cole calls out rival restaurants for adding meat to the menu. They just trying to keep the business booming. I mean, you know, options is options. So sad. Alright. I think we may be caught up. Because this news is getting kind of lame. Yeah. Let's see what else we got on here. WB. Old school McDonald's. Back when they used to serve you birthday cakes and stuff. People used to love having their birthday parties. Do kids even do that anymore? Is a thumbs up the new way to say F you? Probably. America may soon be subjected to country's first DEI president. And the New York Post posted that, and a lot of people don't like that. They saying she got her job from diversity. This is a riddle. What is fragile? What is so fragile that saying its name breaks it? I don't know. I'm too tired to figure this out. What is it? Somebody says silence. Okay, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. All right, I think we are up on that. Let's see what Reddit's got going on. My husband had me watch Godzilla tonight, and boy, after I asked him a million questions about Godzilla, because I have not watched Godzilla since I was a kid, but it put me to sleep. But number one, like, I don't like things that you cannot get rid of and eliminate. And the fact that it's impossible to eliminate Godzilla, why would I want to watch something like that? There's nothing to stop them. These people do all these efforts and it's nothing that can stop them. Like, no. You gotta have something that can stop something. Alright, let's go into these Reddits. So yeah, watching that with my husband put me straight to sleep, y'all. Let's see. Married Redditors, what is the creepiest thing your spouse has ever done? I don't like if my husband talks to me in the dark. Like if the light shines on his face in the dark, is something about that just creeps me out. If I can't see your pupils, I don't like that. And I don't like when he makes like lizard noises. I don't like any little weird noises. One night, my spouse sleepwalked into the kitchen, opened the fridge, and started having a full conversation with a jar of pickles. I'm still not sure who won the debate. My wife was sleeping in the passenger seat on a late night drive from visiting her family. Our very young kids are in the back seats, out cold too. She suddenly snaps up and grabs the wheel, screaming about something about how the totally awake and driving just fine driver am about to drive us off a cliff. She was full strength trying to turn the wheel to the right, which would have been bad. I started yelling, no, 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 quickly realizing that wasn't stopping her. I had a full NBA rebound the wheel with my elbow way out and shove her very hard into the back seat. I managed to get a hold of the upper arm and use it to shove her into the door, but she apparently hadn't realized the reality of the situation and made another grab for the wheel. There was a lot of cursing and screaming. It was not pretty. Once she figured out what she had done, she lost it and started gas crying. Lady, do you see people be actually doing that? See, and if that would have happened, this is a good court case here, right here. Because this is like, now you gave a perfect alibi. I was sleepwalking, sleep driving. But yeah, he should have been and elbowed her. She farted in her sleep, then laughed like a lumberjack. My wife is a sleep talker, usually just gibberish, but once when she was sleeping, I was watching a movie, she sat right up and looked at it and said, "Those clowns won't get my ice cream," slapped me in the face and went to sleep. I was like, okay, clowns won't get her ice cream. Oh no, that scene caught on purpose. I woke up once and he was laughing in his sleep. Then I heard our kid laughing in her sleep. She was upstairs and I heard her through the monitor. I was super creeped out the rest of the night. Husband drank too much after a long day, fell asleep in the living room, spoke normally, stood to go lean against the wall and pee like a urinal while still speaking. Livid, thankfully we don't have carpet. We were at a dry house for a long time. I've heard people do this before when they drunk. Doesn't feel creepy now, but it did then. My husband sat right up in the bed, still asleep in the middle of the night, rummaged on the floor to find a small blanket. He then fluffed that blanket over me and stole the entire comforter out from under it, immediately back to snoring. Lots of sleep talkers and walkers and slappers. What's something you wish wasn't as wasteful as it is? I hate these like mukbangs where these people waste all this food. It's just so, I don't get it at all. I wish packaging wasn't so wasteful. It's frustrating. Yeah, packaging to be over, it'd be too much. Fashion is the quality is crap. The design is crap. Yeah, some of these new cars they make it too. Keurig. There's tons of waste in the medical field. Everything is plastic wrapped and more plastic. Right. They be on us about like recycling and stuff, but it's so much crap than other people do, especially when y'all get them like new like medical benefit packages and they send a whole catalog to your house and they're gonna also email you about it. Like I don't know how corporate America is still doing that. Disposable diapers, the food industry, milk jugs. Somebody said my free time. Paper plates and paper towels. I love me some paper plates though. Water, humanity. Somebody said my wife and kid. Electricity. Wish electricity came from a sustainable alternative. We have them. They will never let you have it though. People who don't own a cell phone, how's life? I'm writing this on behalf of my friend who doesn't have a cell phone, and he says life's pretty good. Life's easy, simple, and simple. I wrote this on a paper and let a dove extract it into Reddit. The only people on Reddit without a cell phone are broke or lost it in drunken haze or actively trying to replace it. I was on a plane with a college professor from Arizona flying to DC because of a prestigious school wanted him. He already knew he wouldn't take the job but wanted to see the city. He said he didn't use phones or computers, completely happy. Now the crazy part, he wanted to go to the university from the airport, a 5-mile pedestrian route from the airport, but it was like 40. Man got his backpack, hoofed it off the ride, but he wanted to experience. Hope all is well. Yeah, some people out there that refuse. Believe me, when I'm off work and not doing this, I actually despise my cell phone. Like I hate notifications. I don't mind like if I'm browsing for me, but if it's something that I like task oriented, I don't like doing it. I don't even know if I want to read that. Would you date yourself? Why or why not? Would I date myself? I mean, I guess. But I am a moody mofo. So the positives, like, I like to laugh and have fun. But the negatives, I can be moody. So, I mean, hopefully that balances out. I mean, I've been with my husband 10 years this year. So he seems to have stuck around. Somebody said, absolutely not. I'm an effing mess. Somebody said, I would marry myself. Somebody said, absolutely, that sounds amazing. I have the most loving, trusting, respectable, safe, and fun relationship with my wife. We totally get married too because I'm putting a ring on it. No, I'm threatened by super smart, cool, and hot people. I'd be too nervous. No, I'm straight, so I probably wouldn't want to date myself. Of course I would. I know how good that D is. Okay. I'm pretty sure I would never settle for me. I could do better. Dang. A lot of y'all got a lot of self-hate going on. Yes, because I'm awesome and no one else will. Yes, because neither of us would get attached. Introverted, don't know how to hook up or filter, so no. Yeah, I'm a huge introvert. We probably never leave the house. No, I'm broke. My salary sucks and I have nothing to offer. Wow. Wowza. But let's get into these story times, y'all. See what I got.
Hello, TikTok. Figure Freestyle here with another story time about the time I met a vampire. I tried to do this story the other day on live and it just did not work out. But anyway, I just decided to record a video. People have been asking me about the story, so here it goes. I am a rideshare driver in New Orleans. So, of course, I encounter all types of people from all walks of life. So, one particular ride was very interesting. Now, this was a couple of years ago when this occurred. And I'm going to tell you, for the most part, I remember what she said. I do not remember what she looked like. And there are some details that when the experience was over, like I had completely forgotten some things. But anyway, so I'm riding, pick up this passenger, and I remember our conversation. And the craziest thing is I can remember her voice. I can, and even as I'm telling you this, I can hear her voice in my head. And I can even picture like this part of her face around her mouth, her lips. I can see them moving as she's talking to me. And I remember her hand being on my shoulder. And I remember what it felt like when she touched me. But a lot of other stuff, it's like was just completely erased. So I pick her up, and I do know that we were having conversation. I talked to many of my passengers, and she is telling me I have really great energy. So I told her thank you. You know, she asked me some things about myself, you know, nothing too private, nothing with too many details. So, you know, I just kind of gave her some general info. And I remember her telling me that she wasn't from here. That I do remember. And then she proceeds to tell me how much she loved New Orleans, how much she loved being there, living there, et cetera, et cetera. I do recall asking her where she was from originally, and all she told me was that she was from very far away. And it's funny again because I'm hearing her voice in my head as this is weird. And I've never shared this story with anybody, so TikTok, you're getting it first. She touched my shoulder at one point, and this is where things got really strange. She touched my shoulder, and I felt like I just froze. And even as I'm talking to you right now, I can distinctly remember that feeling of feeling frozen. And my hands were on the wheel because I could see my hands on the wheel. The car wasn't moving. And being frozen in that moment, I hear her voice, but not like I'm here talking to you. In my head, I hear her voice telling me, don't be scared, that she's not going to harm me. And then after that, we're moving again. And I remember kind of turning and looking like that. And she was sitting back in the seat and her hands were on her lap. And I said, what did you do to me? And she just smiled. And she says, I just leached some of your energy. And I said, what? She said, I just leached some of your energy. She said, this is going to sound crazy, but I can assure you it's true. I'm a vampire. She said, but I'm not the type of vampire that you've been taught about in books and movies. She said, those types of vampires exist, but they're very rare these days. I'm a vampire that feeds off energy. And all I have to do is touch you to get it.
All right, y'all. I had this story on 2 times the speed, and this girl is still sounding like she talking normal. New Orleans has got a lot of weird people. If you just look at a Saints football game and see all the weirdos in the stands, so I believe this story. But I think this is energy vampire, which if you ever watched that show, I can't even think of it now, but there is an energy vampire on there that drains people. Maybe he drained her because she drained her because she's still really talking really slow. Clearly she lived to tell this story to y'all. So don't let people touch you. There it works.
So the update is...
Okay, so this is a part 2 of this lady's story. Her boyfriend, she set up a fake profile and he went to go meet the woman. So I'm going to go to that one, then come back to this.
Baby, please, 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 don't prove I'm right. Baby.
So the update is I had him go to a hotel that I said I was staying at, that Jesse is staying at. And we had been sexy flirting today. We matched today, and he already set up a date with me. And I didn't even have the profile verified. He's stupid. I feel embarrassed at how stupid he's showing to be. But yeah, so 8:30-ish, he said, 8:25, he said, Daddy's here. I said, still getting ready. Want me to come down and get you when you can hang out in my room while I finish? And he liked that. And then 5 minutes later, he said, coming down? 8:44, I said, yeah, on my way. 8:48, I said, which area are you waiting in? 8:48, he says, front door. 8:51, I say, okay, I gotta take my hair rollers out. It's a bad first impression. 9:02, he said, So I think he's starting to pick up on the fact that he's getting messed with. I already blocked him on the fake account on Bumble. And yeah, this is a 4.5 month situationship, but where we were exclusive, he said it multiple times. He literally has been saying it since even last week was the most recent. And while he was sexy flirting with Jesse on text today, he and I talked on the phone for like 30 minutes about our relationship, about what the next 3 months will entail, just having heart-to-heart conversation. So that's what's going on. Tomorrow I'm just gonna text him and say, hey, Jesse, my friend, told me everything, and let him just know that he let a real one go. So that's what's going on. Yeah. I'm looking for the love of my life, but in the meantime, I'll just keep on taking out these players.
That's gonna be your pastime.
Maybe.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta do
He's talking.
So I wasn't crazy.
No.
This bird is talking.
That would freak me out, but supposedly these are myna birds and they mimic sounds, but I would be freaked if I heard that bird doing that. I don't fool with birds as it is.
You know, I've been married a few times and I don't mind telling it. Cause, you know, I was in one of those type of marriages, but it was dangerous. It was really a dangerous marriage. So I was doing Las Vegas with Ray Charles. I was opening for Ray Charles. The last night, I decided I was going to just sit in the audience and watch Ray do his show. And my ex-husband, he was looking for me and he couldn't find me. And I was in the audience and he kept walking me down the aisle. I saw him. And that's the night when he went completely nuts. My suite was way up on the 20th something floor. And he pushed me, he was pushing me all the way through the lobby to the elevator. And then we get to the floor. He said, I'm going to kill you tonight. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw you off the balcony. 20 something floors. He picked me up and had me holding me over the banister like this. And I'm like, this man is going to kill me tonight. How in the world? Why am I going to get out of this one? I said, you're in this hotel and it's owned by the mafia. This is Las Vegas. We're in Las Vegas now. I said, you got to get out of here. You got to walk out of here. How are you going to feel with my body splattered at the bottom and my name is on the marquee? And I said, you won't make it out of Vegas. He thought, and he brought me back in. And he said, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to shoot you. So I was so tired. I just laid down on the bed. I said, okay, shoot me. I went to sleep. He had the gun like this. I said, just shoot me. I won't know it. I just forget it. That's how Young Hearts Run Free came about.
What's the sense in sharing this one and only life? Ending up just another lost and lonely wife. You count up the years and they will be filled with tears.
That song is for women. It's about survival.
To start over again. You'll get the babies, but you won't have your man. While he's busy loving every woman that he can.
Candy Staton is singing about pain, and yet the power in her voice says that she's no victim. She is telling her story, and there's a triumph just in the telling of the story.
I used to go to the gay clubs, and they felt the same pain. You know, they were very abused, you know, because of their preferences. Some of them lost their lives. They loved your music. They loved how you made them feel. Isn't that amazing? You singing a sad song and folks dancing. We couldn't sing those type of songs back in the early 60s. We started doing that in the 70s.
The 70s, what a time to be alive. Thank goodness she survived that. That's how you know you getting tired of somebody, when you just be like, do what you gotta do, I'm going to sleep. This is horrible.
It took so long for me to do a part 2, but I was perfecting the art of discipline as well as trying to fight off 100 milligrams of trazodone, because it had me in a chokehold all day yesterday. I think especially because my deep sleep was so rudely interrupted by that boy. And by that boy, I mean my 18-year-old son. A lot of y'all have commented that I don't look old enough to have a child that drives, and technically you are right. He is adopted, and every day he does something that makes me wish there was a return policy on adoptions. That being said, he did not get off scot-free. Oh, no. No, I am a strong believer in discipline in my household. He took his sweet time coming home because he knew that when he came, there was going to be trouble. And there, in fact, was. I was waiting in that garage with my taser in hand. Now, I didn't actually use the taser on him, but, you know, a little bit of the and the threat of it made him fearful to get out of the car. And when he finally got into the car, I lit into that boy. He did not know peace. And then I woke him up bright and early the next day and made him my slave. I had him working all through the house. And I ain't done with him. It's the 4th of July. We're hosting a cookout this afternoon. I have been working that boy nonstop. He complaining about aches in his back and his neck and his arms. And I keep telling him, take a muscle relaxer and keep it moving, kids. Yes. So he is still amongst the land of the living, although he's a little broken, but he'll be all right. He'll shake it off, and he knows that if he ever tries any bull like this again, there will be even more severe consequences. And to those of you who guessed what he left for, you were absolutely correct. So that brought on a whole other conversation, if you will. Also, I know a lot of you commented about me adjusting the settings for sleep mode on my phone, and here's the thing. I already have it set so that contacts from my mom or my dad or my siblings or my kids come through in sleep mode, as well as any alerts from my garage when that door goes up or is closed, and my alarm system. But that trazodone had me in such a deep sleep, I didn't hear any of it. Not a sound. Also, there were some comments about the dogs being put away and how that's not safe. They're usually not put away. He put them away because they are snitches. If they would have been out when he left, they would have come up to my room and knocked on the door and then politely walked me back downstairs. And that's their way of telling me that he left. That's what they do anytime anyone leaves our house. So that's why they got put away. There was some comments about why didn't he turn the alarm off. Here's the thing. I have my alarm set up so that it automatically comes on at 9 p.m. every day. And if it's deactivated after 9 p.m., it will reactivate itself within 15 minutes. So more likely than not, he did turn the alarm off. But after he had been gone for 15 minutes, it turned itself back on. And because the garage door was up and the other door was open, that triggered the alarm. Because you have to manually bypass that. I either have to go in the app or go to the system in our house to bypass it when the alarm set the door is. Excuse the way my face looks right now, but I was just abruptly pulled out of very deep sleep by 2 sheriff deputies being in my home. Story time. So tonight, after, I showered and laid down to get some rest so I can wake up and work in the morning, my son decided he would just take the car without my permission, okay? And here's the thing. Not only did he take the car, but like an idiot, he made no attempts to cover his track, including leaving the garage door up and the door from the garage into our laundry room wide open. So he takes the car, leaves the house, and leaves the house open and vulnerable while I am sleeping, right? So, of course, having the garage door be up and the door from the garage to the laundry room be open triggers our security system, right? And I don't hear a thing because I've been having trouble sleeping, and my doctor prescribed me some sleep medication. So I'm not just in a deep sleep. I am like in a medically induced sleep, okay? I am out. Not only have I taken my sleep medication, I also taken my Zoloft and Strattera. So I gone. Cannot hear what is going on around me. Okay. Also, importantly, tonight was my first time taking the sleep medication. The Zoloft and Strattera I've been taking for a while, and by a while I mean a few years. So I'm used to it. The side effects are not great anymore because my body's got more used to it. The sleep medication tonight was literally the first night I've ever taken it. I just picked it up from the pharmacy earlier today. That being said, when our security system starts first giving the warning beep that it gets to let you know that a door has been opened while the system is set to arm, I don't hear a thing. My dogs do not bark or react to that sound because they've heard it before, right? And then after that system, it gives you I think it's 15 seconds of beeping before it triggers the actual
all right, y'all got the gist of it. Her son escaped the house. I thought it was gonna be something more, but teenagers wear you out. They do, and it don't stop. Believe me, I got an older son. Believe me.
You ever got bubble guts out on the route? No place to shit? Let me show you. All you do, tote. Make sure you have napkins and hand sanitizer. Open the tote, make sure it's empty. There's plenty of these totes. Amazon has 10 million of these things. Don't worry about wasting one. Hold on for dear life. Blow it up. Hand sanitizer, napkins, and then when you're done, you just zip it up. Go find the nearest dumpster. Oh, this hasn't happened to me, but it happened to one of my buddies.
Yeah, right, man. Not you pooping, and what if somebody you throw it in a dumpster? Somebody gonna think they came up on an Amazon package and it's your poop. This is the wilds. But this is the life of an Amazon driver. They gotta get to that next route. Listen, y'all, what a crazy night of topics. We'll see. Hopefully everything goes by smoothly. That I didn't say any words that the apps don't like. Other than that, y'all have a blessed week. Y'all stay safe. Y'all keep your head up. You're going through something. It will get better. Joy comes in the morning. Y'all just stay safe. And you're blessed going in, blessed coming out. I'll be back tomorrow, and I'm out.